Hello, Facebook and YouTube friends. Um, this is a disclaimer. My channel is not about bashing anyone or talking about bad about anyone in general. But today I will be talking about a scammer, and I will be revealing his name because most likely it is not his real name. But please note that I am not doing this to provoke or offend anyone in general. Thank you. So, that being said, this video is about me getting scammed on OfferUp. It is not OfferUp's fault. It is my fault because me being a kind human being, and maybe a little bit gullible, I admit, trying to do something so I could get funds to put down for a motorcycle that I've been looking at that I really, really want, and looking for a down payment, I decided to sell a product of mine. It was because I got scammed and pretty much they stole it. But the point is, it was a Canon T3 Rebel EOS DSLR camera. It came with two lenses, battery, charger, memory card, but I kept the memory card because that's private, that's my stuff, as well as a tripod that I purchased separately. So anyways, me being on OfferUp, I offered it to sell, spoke to a couple buyers, and nobody was serious. But this one buyer, by the account name Mihi, M-I-H-I, seemed to be very honest and very outgoing with all the information I requested, to pay for the amount that I was asking for my camera and my tripod and all the other accessories. This person is located in California. I'm not going to give an address in case it's a victim's address, because sometimes these scammers use other people's addresses and then just come by and steal the package when it's delivered. So the point is the person's name on the account, or the username on the OfferUp account, was Mihi, M-I-H-I. But then when they tried to personal request my personal information, came out his name was Richard Roy. So his email address is richardroy78@yahoo.com. And I'm pretty sure that is a fake email address. But the point is, this so-called Richard Roy then had me overnight the camera and the tripod to an address in California, thinking I was going to get the amount that I asked for. So I went ahead and overnighted my merchandise to him. Then I found out during the transaction that his other name is Richard Hard. So I'm a little bit confused. I do a lot of questions prior to preparing the package for delivery and things like that. But he said, that's his nickname, that's his email account name, so on and so forth, and convinced me. Unfortunately, me being gullible, looking for money, I don't have a job, I'm on disability, looking for money to put down on a motorcycle, went ahead and sent it. They received the package, or whoever it was received the package, and this transaction was happening through PayPal account as well. So it is not PayPal's fault either. I'm not blaming PayPal, though they should increase their security measures so that bots and scammers don't use their name or their email addresses for scamming, which is what happened as well. So I gave him my PayPal account so that I could receive my funds for my merchandise that I sold to him. But what ended up happening was nothing ever came. I got emails with transaction numbers and IDs and all that. I did my research. I called PayPal. They said that those transaction IDs do not exist and that username Richard Roy does not exist. Neither does Richard Hard. They do exist, but not at the address that I provided them or the phone number that I provided them. So, I'm pretty much stuck now. It's been a week. Well, tomorrow will be a week that this transaction transpired, and I got ripped off. And unfortunately, I took it very hard. I got very angry. I have anger issues, so I went a little bit extreme with my anger, broke a couple things that I own. I didn't break anybody else's things. I'm not like that. I'm not going to destroy other people's property. I'll destroy my own property before I do that, especially if it's unjust and not called for. But I did get angry and upset. I have been in contact with this so-called Richard Roy or Richard Hard, asking, he's insisting that he's not a scammer. He's insisting that, the money is there in my PayPal account, which my PayPal account is locked. So ever since this transaction transpired, my PayPal account has been locked, and I have no access of knowing if the funds exist or not. Now, I did call PayPal, and my account is at zero balance. That's what I was told by a woman at PayPal by the name of Shelly, which she was very nice, a little bit rude, kind of bad customer service, but she tried to help as much as she could. But the point is, if you're using OfferUp app to sell merchandise, do it local so you can meet face to face. Do the transaction face to face in a safe environment. Get your money. Let them check the merchandise that you're selling them. So that it's I guess mutual is the word that I'm looking for, so that it's a mutual transaction and both parties are happy and both parties get what they wanted, and it's a good transaction. Me being gullible and being honest and stuff, I got screwed. I lost, such and such amount of money during this transaction. I'm very disappointed. I'm very hurt. So I'm giving OfferUp, the app, a little bit of time to address this issue, which I did, contact them, telling them about the user, gave the user's name, phone number, all that information, and they're still checking the account. So I'm waiting on a response from OfferUp. Same thing with PayPal. I did give the PayPal information regarding the user, their names, their addresses, because I was given 3 different names, and an address in California. So I'm hoping I get what I was supposed to get. I don't have a job. I'm not employed. I have medical issues. I'm on disability. And the one thing that I wanted to get myself for like a Christmas, New Year's, birthday type thing for myself was a motorcycle, and the down payment was coming from that merchandise I sold, I lost out, So it's a lesson learned, unfortunately, for me. So please, if you're using OfferUp to sell merchandise, make sure you do it local. Don't don't do it to California, to Texas, to things like that, to a user or a profile name user that doesn't show you appropriate ID like he made me do. Um, I don't know if my identity has been stolen now because I gave him all that information to prove that I was selling a viable, real piece of merchandise. He received it. I tracked the numbers, you know. I just, being a good human being, a gentleman, I screwed myself. It's a lesson learned, unfortunately. So, you know, I'm not going to do it again. From now on, I'll sell local to my area where I can meet face to face with such person and do the transaction and both of us be happy. So, lesson learned. I lost out. So if you've made it this far to my story, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your comments, if a thumbs up, thumbs down, go ahead and comment, let me know about my stupidity because it is my stupidity, my mistake, Unfortunately now I'm not going to trust anyone. So, if you made it this far, give you all my love, all my, I cherish you making it this far through my video. If you, unfortunately, I know probably not many people are going to like this video, but either way, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Give me some feedback, some comments. I'm open to suggestions and criticism. And if you like the content in my channel, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I support my subscribers and, my fellow watchers and my commenters, so be safe, be happy, be loved. And if nobody loves you, I do. Peace.